California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Herbert on first down now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Chargers had 10 and 6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. And I expect them to do just that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The slot man in motion right. Herbert just beat the play clock. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker, kickoff for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Gerald Everett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Herbert. And that incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Three yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Chargers 7. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Dustin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leo Chanel gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
Right? But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. That ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To number 5. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Mahomes now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
Herbert's pass complete to Kene Nwangu. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Hello.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting at each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Chiefs 31, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Herbert back to the air. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left goes Allen. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Herbert off of play action. That one caught downfield by Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On first down, it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Herbert on first down now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bolton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, They get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.